like looking a lot different than what I expected. Last weekend, we were talking to you guys about Bryan prepping another driveway for the shed. And, well, that would go in that direction right over there. You can see where the trees are cut out. But what I'm looking at over here is quite a big drop off and all of this dirt cleared out, like as though Bryan's putting in a garage or something and I don't know about it. Like, I don't know what he's doing with all this. This is more than just prepping a driveway. So I don't know. We got to check in with Bryan to figure out what's going on here. So Bryan, where are you? Where are you? Oh, hey.
So we are prepping more than just a driveway to the shed. So
okay, I'm not dreaming because I'm like, this looks like a wider driveway than we ever would need to get back there. Yeah, there you go.
So we're prepping for a garage, at least a 2-car garage.
Okay.
Maybe with an apartment above it,
and
work studio.
And I showed that in the last video. So okay. Where would that garage be going if we?
So it's pretty much going to go right here.
Okay.
So we're kind of standing in that area. But there'll also be another flat area over here where I'd like to have some grass, just a little patch of grass.
Like a little mini yard,
right.
Little grass yard.
So
okay.
if you're playing cornhole or something, you got a nice flat area to do that.
Okay.
Right? So
okay.
We'll get-togethers. And
so you're prepping not just for the building footprint, but also for a little bit of like a landscape.
A little landscape area, right?
Okay.
So nice mountain grass. The other thing is, right now we can drive down to the back of the house right here in front of us. There's a little steep embankment we can easily drive down, but eventually you won't be able to do that. So back here where there's these 2 piles of topsoil, there's going to be a little bit of a driveway that comes around. It'll go behind this raised area where we have the grass and just on the other side of it, and you'll be able to drive right to the back of the house.
So we need to maintain access to the back of the house. So right. That solution is putting a drive. I don't know what kind of drive you're thinking. But
just a
dirt drive.
Dirt gravel drive.
Around the perimeter of the house, the future house, right? So, so right now it just looks like a bunch of dirt.
Right. So, but I want the dirt to be out there settled for a couple of years before we really get started. So
okay.
We can have it all nicely graded. Things will start to settle, and then it'll be easy to map out for the foundation and all that for the garage. So.
Okay. So this is what I didn't know. You said you were going to put in a driveway for the shed, and then I look out the next day and it looks like this. So. Yeah. Well, I didn't know this.
It's a lot of dirt. It's got to go somewhere.
It was a big plan. I didn't know the whole vision of it. Yeah.
So
Brian didn't tell me.
Where the old driveway was there, we're going to put some, so we still need access to the forest road, so we'll have a little cut through up there. Put some pine trees in. I love pine trees, and our property doesn't have hardly any pine trees. The only ones we've got are way back in the woods there. So it'd be nice to plant a bunch of pine trees around. I love the smell of the pine, and when the snow piles up on it, it's cool. Okay. So. What I'll probably do initially is, because we're going to go pretty far back with this dirt, I got to see how much we got. I'll leave a little bit of an access so I can get up back there with the tractor if I need to for a little while. So I got plenty of room here to just cut in and then move this dirt down and then start cutting the driveway, cutting the stumps out. So hopefully I'll get at least up to or some of those stumps out, because some of this dirt will need to go back there as well. Because it starts to taper down, and so we'll see. I need to pull some dirt from the high side to the low side and all that kind of good.
So what we see, this big step, you're going to continue to keep carving this out?
I'm gonna carve it all the way back.
Okay.
So
let's look at that, because it's a lot. I mean, it looks like it's 3 feet.
Pretty much, yeah.
So that's what you're doing today, is carving out all this dirt.
Yep. Continuing to carve some of the. I'm pulling some topsoil off too. So Catherine pulled all that grassy topsoil off. I'm going to pull a little bit more of that. A lot of this I'm going to put down where the septic is.
Okay. We'll see how it looks now. We'll see how it looks later.
Yeah. It's already been a pretty good transformation so far, but.
I was like, how are we going to drive up here? Because you cut back so much. And I was like, how are we going to get up?
But yeah, there's a little bit of there's enough for the tractor to get up right there.
Yeah.
So I'll cut it in that way, bring it out. So, and then if I got extra dirt, I'll just kind of build up that road that goes down to because there's a road that goes down to the septic as well.
Mm-hmm.
So I can put more dirt there and kind of build that area up. So
It's a lot of dirt, but I guess we can save some for our future greenhouse.
yeah, we can if we need to, instead of just completely carving the hill out, we could build up the dirt on the low side with some of this as well.
Yeah.
So just one bucket at a time. Adjust as you go.
Well, folks, I'm down on the retaining wall. I wanted to show you how some things turned out. I planted some wildflower seeds along the wall here, and you can see they're coming up. They're kind of small at the moment, but a lot of different colors. You've got cornflower. I don't know what these red ones are called, but they're really pretty. Got some of those yellow California poppies, some big poppies coming up. But I've got some sunflowers I hope I'll get a chance to bloom before it gets too cold. But like a nice little array of color instead of just a dirt pile. I think it's made a nice change. Got rid of a lot of that dirt and adding little pops of color all along the wall. And a lot of these flowers I can use in my artwork. So let me take you inside and show you what that looks like. So this is what's been keeping me busy all summer, working on a lot of art pieces and selling them at different shows in Colorado on the weekends. So it's been a lot of fun. We've gotten a chance to use the camper and to make a little money on the side. But here's one of the pieces that I'm working on right now. It's real brown-eyed Susans. And you might recognize the piece of wood. It's from the original railing that we had put on the deck that Bryan decided against because he thought cedar was too lightweight for the deck railing outside. But real dried flowers in here, and the paint is not acrylic. It's actually made out of beeswax. It's an encaustic paint, that's the name of it. So it's beeswax plus a resin. So it seals in your flowers. It's really, really cool. In fact, over here is my griddle, and everything on the griddle is liquefied colors of beeswax paint. These are the kinds of pieces I've been selling at art shows. This one definitely says Colorado with the columbines on it. I'm having a lot of fun this summer. People are really excited about the artwork. I've been selling these like crazy. And if you want to see them in person, my next art show is at the end of the month in August. The 27th will be at Arapahoe College, Community College. It's an art college, and the show is called Affordable Arts Festival. Everybody, all the artists there, everything in everybody's booth is $150 or less. So you can definitely find affordable art that is not going to break the bank. So anyhow, that's what I've been up to, guys. All the flowers are from our property, and well, as you can see all around me, been definitely making a lot of pieces. I've got piles of dried flowers in different boxes I've been picking all summer long. Okay, all summer long. And let me tell you, I've been using a new tool for my art, which is the microfleur. Believe it or not, it's a microwavable flower press. You can have large size flowers. I use the large size, but there's also a small size that you can use if you're doing smaller pieces or if you're traveling. It's a little easier to carry around. But I've been using large size flowers with stems and all, Put it in the microwave for, I do 30 seconds at a time, and I'm literally getting dried flowers in, within a couple of minutes. And the awesome thing is that within minutes, the flowers are completely dry, and I can use them the very same day in all of my projects. I'll put a link to it in my video description if you know anyone that loves to collect flowers or that likes to work with dried flowers. I think they're gonna find this product just as amazing as I did, because like you've seen, I've got stacks and stacks of flowers and everything I've been doing with the microfleur. The other thing I was gonna say is I know people are gonna go to my website and go to my shop and try to see what there is for sale. And right now, the cupboards are bare, folks. I have been so busy at art shows selling out that I'm having to make all these new pieces. But the good news is I'm having a website update on Friday, next Friday, the 11th. So all these pieces are going to be listed in there. Before my next art show, there will be some availability this month to buy some of the work. So just make a little note for yourself. August 11th, I think I'm going to do it at 5 p.m. Mountain Time. So you can check out some of the pretties for sale. Or you can come and see me in person. I've already met a few folks that are Colorado Mountain Living fans that I've seen in person at shows. It's been awesome. Plenty more work to do, but let's go check in on Bryan and see how he's coming along. We had a little turn in the weather, folks. You can see the clouds moving in here, so it's a little bit of a light mist right now. It's probably 15 degrees cooler than it was this morning, but right behind me, well, this is where the area Bryan was working. Where Vigo's stand, you can see where it's a little bit more built up dirt right there. He scraped down some of this, and here's his tracks to where he was delivering all of the payload down there by the septic. So yeah, what's going on here? Kind of quiet. Tractor's parked over here. Let's go see. Maybe Bryan's in the shed. Here's sort of another view from the top. Definitely a lot of dirt. So yeah. Oh, I think I see Bryan in there. All right, folks, we found Bryan in the shed. Hey, what happened with the tractor?
I ran out of gas.
Oh, okay.
Well,
I thought it was maybe the weather, but no.
No, it did start raining, so.
Yeah, okay.
But I'm moving on to this project.
Oh, okay, putting together a new tool.
Right. The V-Ver thickness planer.
Oh, thickness planer. You've been wanting that for a while
Yeah.
to work on some wood.
We got our stack of home milled wood right there.
That's right. Yeah, from our chainsaw mill, so yeah.
We need to run it through the planer.
Okay. Yeah.
It's heavy.
Heavy, huh? Cool. So with that, you're hoping to make some custom cabinetry for the camper.
Cabinetry, the countertop,
Okay, for the camper.
little shelves.
Shelves. Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
So, yeah, it'd be cool to take our own logs, mill them, plane them, build
Yeah.
something with it.
Right on. Make some wood board art canvases.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Cool. Well, this will be fun to get into. We'll have to keep people posted on the planer and how your boards turn out.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. I think it'll be pretty nice.
Well, folks, we got one final show and tell. So we got when the weather turns bad, when you run out of gas on your tractor, we're going back inside. So a little bit of show and tell here. What does Bryan have? Bryan got a new bike or new parts to a bike. He's building his own.
You need to build it up. So
Yeah.
it's always
Look at all
more fun to
this.
Put it together yourself. So
Well, it's kind of a dual show and tell. We're showing off some of my artwork too.
artwork.
What did Bryan pick?
So we got new wind space frame. This is a Chinese company. That's UCI approved, so it's a real nice frame. It's got some good reviews on it.
All carbon fiber.
All integrated tubing for the brakes, electronic shifting, so it's wireless shifting. New wheels, super lightweight. Also a wind space brand called Loon. So these are the hyper D45s. So, and then
But that's not all. There's more.
there's more. And then this is the electronic shifting SRAM Force. So that's a pretty well known brand. And I have a SRAM electronic on my time trial bike, and it works very well. So it's a good setup there. Bottom brackets. I didn't get the ceramic bearings, but this is a BB Infinite bottom bracket, so it's good for the SRAM dub axle, carbon fiber, bottle cages. Yeah.
So when you're saving money on building projects, you have money to spend on bike components.
That's right. Do the work yourself. You can spend your money elsewhere.
Well, wrapped up the outdoor work, and actually probably wrapping up the day soon because we have a date tonight.
And it's our anniversary.
It's our anniversary. Yeah.
12 years.
12 years, you guys. Is that a long time or what? I don't know. How long have you been married?
I got patients that are been married 60 years.
Yeah, my grandparents are up for their 70th next year, so yeah. It's a long time.
I don't know if I'll live that long.
Anyways, guys, a mixed bag from us, but a little show and tell, a little bit of work done today, but we're going to have fun tonight. So we'll see you next time. See you next weekend.